I'm making a Christmas tree with my mannequin. It's going to be fun. Yes, a Christmas tree. Well, sort of. At least a mannequin dressed in tree trimmings from mine and Scott's backyard. But first, I needed something around the mannequin's waist to attach the evergreens to. So Scott made a wire belt with a closure, and I think it's going to be perfect. Next, I cut heavy wire into 12-inch lengths and grabbed wire cutters and gardening snips to start cutting the greenery. I measured 22 inches for the length of my skirt, and I cut the branches to size. You know, you can make your skirt any length you want. It would even be gorgeous to make it all the way to the floor. Now I started attaching wire to each of the branches by winding the wire around the ends and leaving 2 long pieces to attach to the waist. It took about 16 branches to go all the way around her waist. I attached them on opposite sides as I went to keep the skirt balanced. I pulled the ends of the wire straight up so that they would be ready to attach another layer of greenery later on. You know, it's smart to step back once in a while to see if it's all filled in and balanced. And sometimes you have to trim off the longer swags to make them fit. I love how it's coming together. Yay! Scott cut some pretty little nandina branches with berries and some pine needles, which I attached to the top layer. You'll be able to snip off any branches that you need to if they're too long. And he also helped tighten and trim all of the wires so they were good and secure. Now I was ready to attach the arms, and I'm loving it. And we just had to do a little happy dance. Oh, Scott was super stoked to add lights and was careful to hide all the wiring to complete the skirt. It was time to make pom-poms for her belt, and I chose natural fibers to keep it organic, but added some sparkly yarns to remind us that it's time to celebrate Christmas. I tied the pom-poms to sachet yarn so that I could tie the belt around the waist. I even added a little doily that reminded me of snowflakes. I found this gorgeous vintage lace collar at an antique store, which works perfectly to add little doilies and little lacy bits and a little feather tassel. And I did it by just threading sparkly yarn in and out to hold it all together. Now I just couldn't leave her without a pretty headpiece, so I cut snippets of greenery and wired it together to form a wintry crown. Then I wired a branch of berries into the greens to add fullness. And of course, pom-poms were the final touch. To make the leaves shiny, I sprayed them with oil. And I made a creative mess, but I think it was worth it. I absolutely love our Christmas princess. Let me know what you think about my Christmas princess with a comment below, and don't forget to click on subscribe if you haven't already.